In the small village of Melfield, nestled deep in the forest, there lived an old witch named Agatha. She had been banished to the outskirts of the village many years ago after being accused of cursing the crops and bringing famine upon the land. But the villagers soon realized their mistake when the crops continued to fail, and they begged Agatha to lift the curse. Agatha was not a vindictive witch, and she agreed to lift the curse on one condition: that the villagers give her a sacrifice every year to sustain her powers. The villagers agreed, and for many years they provided Agatha with a goat or a sheep as a sacrifice. The crops flourished, and the villagers prospered, but one year the villagers grew greedy and decided to stop providing Agatha with a sacrifice. They thought that they could survive without her, and they didn't want to part with their precious livestock. Little did they know that Agatha's powers were not to be trifled with. The next harvest season, the crops failed once again, but this time it was much worse than before. The fields were barren, and the villagers faced starvation. They begged Agatha to lift the curse, but she refused, reminding them of their broken promise. Desperate, the villagers decided to take matters into their own hands. They formed a mob and marched towards Agatha's hut, determined to end her reign of terror. But Agatha was ready for them. She had been preparing for this moment, and she had a surprise in store for the villagers. As the mob approached her hut, Agatha emerged from the shadows, her eyes blazing with fury. She raised her hands and muttered an incantation, and a dark mist began to swirl around her. Suddenly, the villagers felt a sharp pain in their chest, as if 1,000 needles were piercing their hearts. They fell to the ground, writhing in agony as Agatha's curse took effect. The curse was a powerful one, and it lasted for generations. The villagers who had tried to harm Agatha were doomed to suffer the same fate as their ancestors, their hearts pierced by the same needles of pain. And so, the curse of the witch Agatha became a cautionary tale, warning future generations never to break their promises to